Good afternoon, Year 4s, and welcome to your final DT lesson of the term. So today we're going to recall all the information on a greenhouse. And the big question is, how much have you learned this term? So your step to success is you're going to recall the facts and information that you've learned this term. And number 2 is you need to answer the questions on the quiz on Teams. So this lesson is all about remembering everything that you've learned about a greenhouse and then completing the quiz at the end of this lesson. Okay, so let's start off by recalling some key vocabulary that we've learned this term. So we've got the words transparent, nutrients, frame, instructions, plants, stable, construct, ventilate, and structure. So have a think about what those words mean, because we have gone through all of those before. And if you've got a book where you've been writing your DT work out, those definitions might be in there. So just pause the video and think about when you might use those words when talking about a greenhouse. Okay, so hopefully you came up with transparent, means that you can see through something. Nutrients is all the food that the plants need to grow in the greenhouse, which is given by the people that look after the plants. So the frame of the greenhouse is what makes it stable. The instructions are what we did last week, where we had to write instructions down to build a greenhouse. Plants are what is inside the greenhouse. Stable is what makes the greenhouse not fall over, makes it strong. Construct means to build. Ventilate means to let air through. And structure is what the greenhouse will look like, what it's made out of. Okay, so just to refresh your memory, see if you can remember everything that a greenhouse needs to work properly. Okay, so some of the things that a greenhouse needs is definitely some sunshine, because plants need sunshine to grow. It needs transparent windows for the heat to get inside the greenhouse. It also needs ventilation, so it needs a door or windows so that if the greenhouse gets too hot, the air can escape. And then finally, a greenhouse also needs water and nutrients for the plants to grow. And that is what we as humans would do. We would look after our plants that way. Okay, and then think about what type of plants do we grow in a greenhouse and what are many greenhouses best for? So think about those two questions. Okay, so we have looked at different types of plants can grow in a greenhouse. Pretty much all plants can, but most greenhouses are used for fruit or vegetables or for keeping other plants as well. But it wouldn't be things like big trees. It's more smaller plants. And then many greenhouses are best used for, and that would be normally to keep inside, to maybe grow some fruit and vegetables, maybe some small plants as well. Okay, then just to refresh your memory, we also looked at different types of materials that we can use for the frames and windows of a greenhouse. And we also looked at different sizes of greenhouse and materials that a greenhouse can be made of. And then we've written some instructions, and some of you built some lovely greenhouses last week. Okay, so all of this information now has been put into a quiz for you with some questions, which I'd like you to go and complete. So I didn't want to give you too much information in this video. I would like to see how much you've actually learned and remembered from the lessons in the past 5 weeks, because next term we will be doing something different, a new topic. So this is like a little test to end off the topic, just to see how much you have learned and remember. And of course, if you have written some information down throughout the weeks, you're welcome to use that information. I just wasn't going to give it to you all in this video. Okay, so go on to Teams now and complete the quiz, and let's see how much you remember from this term. And again, it's really important to complete the quiz so I can see that you have engaged with your learning of DT. So have fun, Year 4s, and you've done such fantastic work this term in DT. So I really am looking forward to next term to see what we can create. So have fun and enjoy the quiz.